Pictures hit the internet last week showing a right-hand drive Model Y at the port of Tacoma. This raised a lot of questions, and while we don't have any good answers, and I mean any, what we do have is wild speculation, most of it wrong, since only one answer could be correct. Welcome to my Tesla weekend. So here we go with our random speculation, counting down to number 1. Number 7. It could be a trial version of a mail truck. Who needs right-hand drive more than postal carriers? And there's no finer EV on the market. It makes sense because most postal routes are short, overnight charging is cheap, and the fleet is long overdue for replacement. It's not this, though, because the future of mail delivery is packages. And if we were still in the pre-email days, this might make some sense, but it's all last-mile parcel delivery now. This probably isn't it, sadly. Number 6. It's a top-secret stealth vehicle. Yeah, there are several military bases near Tacoma, and the vehicle's not only quiet, but it comes pre-wrapped in a camouflage so thorough I almost couldn't spot it. Could you? And while I wish this was true, I mean, come on, guys. Let's keep it real. Number 5. It was just a shipping error. Wait, this is Port of Tacoma? I thought it said Port of anywhere else. I like this theory, though, like all the others, I'm just sure it's wrong. If you have a theory I missed, post it in the comments, and let's see how wrong I can be. Number 4. Cold weather validation for the 4680 cells. I love this theory, since Washington is as close to Alaska as one can get within the US without risking frostbite or a drunken encounter with a very large, a very hairy lady I was positive was not a polar bear. My friends will never let me live it down, but she was tender. This theory would make sense, except that it's right-hand drive, meaning the driver is on the wrong side of the car, and it would likely be just as easy to build one in Fremont. It's not this. Number 3. America is switching sides. Sides of the road, sides of the political spectrum, take your pick. Maybe the Queen is invoking some heretofore unknown legal loophole, allowing her to reclaim these pesky colonies, and the first thing she wants to do is require us to drive on the right and proper side of the road, which is to say, the left. I like this theory, and I'm about 80% sure it's right. Number 2. Made in China Model Y build validation. It's possible that the engineers in Fremont want to validate the build of the Made in China Model Y, and while they would normally do that by flying to China themselves to inspect the production vehicles, maybe there's some reason they can't, won't, or shouldn't go there in person themselves. It's not just common for a manufacturer to validate builds at new factories, especially overseas, but it's always done in every instance without fail. Corporate needs their people to see the vehicles before wide release. While this is the only obvious correct answer, I'm going to take a mulligan because we haven't yet reached number 1. It's an ice cream truck. No, hear me out. The only U.S. drivers who need a right-hand drive car are postal workers, newspaper couriers, and ice cream folk. Laugh if you will about big ice cream, but the dairy lobby is among the biggest in the U.S., and there's one far, far bigger undipped dot we need to connect. Just this week, Tesla added boombox mode, which includes pre-installed, don't wait for it because I'm just going to tell you, despite wasting your time with the counterproductive counter disclaimer, the ice cream song. Yes, that's right, if you buy a brand new Model Y, it comes preloaded with the ice cream song capable of playing outside your car. Coincidence? Yeah, clearly, but at the same time, I think not. Mad thanks to my patrons who always get an inside double scoop. Stay tuned, stay juicy, and I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the flippity flop.